You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you.
Ooh.
Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think Golder, because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Back with another Shades of Blue interview. This is the Bell with the KC Soccer Journal. With me, I have Zorhan Bassong. Do I even come close to saying that right?
I guess so. Honestly, like I've been used to say it in French. Yeah. So I guess in English, people say it the way they want. But yeah, usually people say Zorhan Bassong. Yeah, so I think you said it pretty right.
Well, for a Midwest guy, maybe.
I like it the way he said it. So
I'll just go with Zo, as long as you're okay with that.
That's cool.
All right. I'm going to start off on a little bit low. Like we know this year has been a little bit of a struggle for the team. Lots of down moments, coaches and former players passed away, all these very negative things. But it's been my experience that even when you have a lot of negative, you can find bright spots. You can find moments that you go, this made me better or something like that. Do you have those moments?
I think we do, like there's been a couple games you could have, like you clearly saw it, and I think one of the best games that represent those little moment of sparks that we had as a team is actually the game of New England. You mentioned Gotti, and I think a lot of guys had a lot of energy for that game, especially because of the reason, and we had nothing to lose. It's 2-0 at halftime. We came back at 3-2. The atmosphere in the stadium was actually crazy, so a lot of good things happened, and a lot of moments we were actually able to show it. And I know this season looks like, it's dead, and we just got to focus on the next one, but in a certain way, why not try to build up on next season with the remaining of the season right now, like try to work as hard as we can, even if there's going to be some guys that are going to be gone next year, the guys that are still going to be here, like let's try to just do whatever we can, whatever it's on our power, to just respect the club, respect the fans, respect the city, because we're not only playing for ourselves, but we're representing the city of Kansas City, So I just think right now the most important is just stay focused. Playoff, no playoff, the most important is to focus on every game, try to win the last 4 games that we have, and try to bring a lot of energy for the next season, because it's going to be important the last 4 games, I think, to build up for the next season,
When you guys are doing well and you're coming out and playing, and sometimes it's the comeback, sometimes it's maybe getting up early, which hasn't happened quite a lot this year, but you've had a lot of amazing comebacks. How much do you feed off that energy in the stadium when the fans really get into it?
Honestly, it gives us a lot of motivation, because at this point you just want to fight. You just want to fight for them. Like I said, it's not even only for you, for what you can do on the field, but you have, I would describe it as a volcano that is just behind you, and it gives you like some like boost of energy. You don't even know where that comes from, but you just know that you feel you can go 100 miles an hour. You feel like you can run the whole field back and forth and just do whatever you can to just help the team. And honestly, I can't be grateful enough for the energy the fans gave us during this season, even the previous seasons. Like, considering the poor results that we had this year, they were amazing, and honestly, it just gave me a lot of motivation. I just want to fight for them.
It's from the outside looking in, from watching these games, I feel like there's a few players, and I've called you guys villains, but only because the other team might not like you. So like you're a villain to them, not to us, right? So like you were probably one of the number one villains to another team just because you play with such passion. Do you feel like that's like how you play? I mean, do you ever have that intent like to irritate the other team and be a villain, or is it just how you play?
I guess it's just natural because I don't go to games saying like, yeah, I want to intimidate those guys. I want to make them scared or anything. But sometimes, yeah, emotions are coming. Refs sometimes bad referees, bad decisions, big fouls, and I'm just I guess a natural protector of my teammates as well. I feel like we're a big family, and I want to protect them. I want to have their back. So every time I feel like there's some type of injustice or situation that are not fair, or when I see some big tackles, big challenges, this is when I actually want to show up. I want to show them that, yeah, we're not going to get bullied. And if I got to take a step, if I got to show that I'm actually strong, that I'm not scared, that I'm going to be there for a challenge, then yeah, I'll be there. And yeah, to be honest with you, like I kind of like that role. I think it gives a lot of my teammates as well, some energy. Like they want to follow, they want to do something. They now they want to fight. Now they're involved into the game. They're really committed to do what needs to be done to finish the game and to get the results. Yeah.
And it feels like there's kind of a young core that is in that mode too. Jake at times, a lot of times. Jansen, I mean, he'll make a block and come up just pumped, and it seems like he's willing to stand up to the biggest DPs in the league and stuff like that. Shoppy has been that at times also. Is that what this team needs to get those results going into next year?
I think we need a little bit of that. I think sometimes it's not even only about being mean or being aggressive, but it's just about showing maturity and showing that we're a team that cannot be bullied. Yeah. And sometimes I think this is what you need, because when you have one or two guys doing that, the other team, your other teammates, they want to follow, they just want to show that, yeah, they can do it as well. And again, like I just said, I think it's about maturity as well. Yeah. When you show this, it's not even only about being vicious or being, like I said.
Yeah, no, I don't mean that you guys are being like over in a bad way. No, I please don't.
No. But it's really just showing that, yeah, we're ready for a challenge, and yeah, like the guys are ready to get the job done. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what the team needs, man. That's I think from having watched this team from day one and over the last couple decades, especially, the team has been at its best when it's had a lot of vocal and emotional, passionate leaders. I mean, because I kind of called you guys villains, but I think it's just the passion for how you guys are playing.
Yeah.
I think coaches, I forget how he phrased it, but like the emotional excitement leader on this team is you. I forget how he phrased it, but something like that. Like,
yeah. No, and I think we need that. And you see a funny example, talking about this last year when I got my red card because I pushed the guy on the ground. I would never tell anybody to do this. Right. It's not recommended. It's not the thing to do. But it's funny because after the game, like everybody saw me as a hero or something. Like people are really proud. Like they're like, yeah, I like the way you stood up for the badge. I like the way you did things. You're not gonna let people walk on your feet. Like I'm like, yeah. And again, I'm not proud of what I did, but at the end of the day, I think like everybody was satisfied. The owners, the clubs, the clubs, the staff. Like they were like, yeah, honestly, you stood up, and I like the character that you showed, the temperament that you showed.
I think there's definitely moments where you wouldn't say, I want to do X, but I'm proud that I did that because it needed to be done at the time. The league may have not liked it, but everybody else did.
Yeah.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contrast. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan. $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Tonight, turn down the noise of the day and focus on the rest with AGZ, the nightly drink for winding down and resting up. New from AG1. AGZ supports your body's natural sleep cycle with clinically studied key herbs, adaptogens, and minerals in amounts supported by research. And no melatonin, helping you wake feeling rested. Wind down, rest up with AGZ. Learn more at drinkagz.com.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
I over the last couple of years too, I've seen your growth that you've been called up to the national team more and more and gotten playing time here and there. Just what has that experience been like, and how is that different than a club team training versus a national team training?
So the first thing I want to say how different it is club, you're going to be here for the whole year. So, we adapt. We have long weeks of training. We have some ways that we trying to play during the whole year. We can change, we can adapt. We're gonna adapt depending the team we're gonna play on the weekend. But national team, everything got to be quick. Most of the time, you only go there for 10 days. You have 3 training sessions before the first game. So, and sometimes some guys showing up late because I have game on Sundays. So it's hard to actually get a good session with everybody involved. So, things got to be quicker. But I think it's always great to go there to represent Canada, to represent the team. It's always an honor. I'm super happy to go there, see my friends as well, to play for the country. It's always a good opportunity to show up and to have some good games, And I would say that it's just the change of environment is good too. Sometimes you're going to be here for 2-3 months, and I just like to just get some. I'm not going to say some fresh air, but to just see some new environments, see new guys, a new coach, new tactic, and then you come back and then you can take a little bit from what you actually saw over there, bring it here, and vice versa. Things that I'm doing here at my club, going to the national team and being able to bring what I can do here to the national team. So this is what I would say. Yeah.
And I think with Sporting, you get a little more versatility where you play midfield or left back. I think with the national team, you've mostly played left back.
Mostly, yeah.
But I know you're versatile and you can probably play almost anywhere in the field. But goalie,
I could try maybe 1 or 2 games, maybe.
You're like the 5th string goalie in the game. Maybe, I don't know. It's like one of those questions we always ponder in the off season. Who would be the next goalie in a game? If the first 2 goalies went out. So, who would be the next goalie if John and Ryan or Corkamp went out?
Let me think. Honestly, I think a guy like Mason Toy would actually be good.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think he has this natural, his body's strong. He can jump high. He's athletic. I think he could be a great goalie. Yeah.
Mason's a guy who it's kind of taken me a while to kind of get my head wrapped around who I think he might be, because I have to learn players, right? And he just watching him out at training, and then even on the field, you have passion in one way that kind of looks aggressive at times. Again, not over the top or anything wrong, but Mason kind of has this passion that he comes up smiling after something, just like he's having the most fun in his life out there getting a goal or something.
Yeah, no, Mason is he's an amazing guy actually. I think his situation has not been easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even talking only about KC, but since his like the beginning of his career, he had a lot of injuries. But you know what? It's life. He's a man of God. He believes in God. He shows a lot of passion. He's coming here every day at the facility. I've never seen that guy being in a bad mood. Whatever happens on the bench, on the field, scoring goals, not scoring goals, it's okay, next one, next opportunity. And he's always showing up, I think he's a great, great guy, great mentality. And I think every team need a guy like him in the locker room, because just the energy that he brings is really positive for us. And I think it's bringing a lot of I would say good spirit in the team. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Looking from the outside in, what do I know? I'm just watching a little bit of practice and games and stuff. But he just looked like he had such a great attitude in a difficult situation where he's not always getting a ton of playing time. But you've been through that where you weren't always getting a lot of playing time, and then you fight your way into the game day roster, and you fight your way into starting a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just what has that been like over the last couple of years where you've had to kind of fight your way into that? Does it make you a better player?
Of course, because you gotta fight adversity. Sometimes there's even some doubts in your head, and you have some kind of dark thoughts as well. You're like, is it really for me? Am I the one I think I am? Am I that good of a soccer player? And there's a lot of questions that you have in your mind, and even till this day, you still have those questions, and that's what make us human beings. The process of thinking about, your career, about life, about a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to say to myself that we're lucky to be where we are, to be playing football every day, to be able to call this a job. And I just want to be here with my friends in this amazing facility and be able to show up every day and to just give my 100%, to play every training like if it's the last one, because tomorrow's not guaranteed in some kind of way. And yeah, I just want to be here, give my 100% again, and I just want to do everything for the team and just be able to play the game at the end. Yeah.
And like you said, nothing's ever guaranteed, and whether it's life or contracts, right? I know that I think you have an option for next year. How much is it ever in your mind? Like, I'm playing for next year, to earn that option, or is it just do you feel like you can just go out and play and things work out the way it works out?
I mean, of course, all of us in this situation, we're all thinking about what's going to happen next year. A lot of guys, we're talking in the locker room as well. We're all asking ourselves some questions about that. But of course, I'm always wondering, about the next step, what will happen next year. But again, I'm just sometimes when I'm thinking a lot, when I'm thinking too much, I'm just trying to say to myself, just go on the field and enjoy it. Just play the game, because when I was a kid, what did I want to do? I wanted to be a soccer player. And I just achieved the dream.
Yeah.
So now it's the moment to live it. So I just want to enjoy it. Every time I step on the field, I just want to do what I love. And I just want to, again, give my 100%. And you know what? After the next 4 games, that will be the moment to talk about contracts. That will be the moment to talk about next year. So that will be the moment to actually think and to make decisions, I guess. For the moment, I'm just trying to enjoy and, act like a kid. No worries, and try to live day by day.
I admire that, man. That's I'm getting older, but I'm not growing up, man. So I'm kind of like, I'd want to be a kid every day. My wife doesn't always enjoy that, but some days she does.
It's good.
My daughter loves it, but anyway, it has to have been hard for you and all the other guys. Like you said, you guys do talk about, we don't know what's going to happen, and there's been so much uncertainty this year. Has that been harder to play through? I mean, I guess I could see things going a lot of different ways. Guys band together, and I think you guys have done that very well, but it also makes it harder to focus because some of that's going on. You don't know what's going on. Coach is interim, Carrie's, out there doing everything he can to make you guys successful. But, there's all these unknowns right now, and it just has to be very hard to do.
Yeah. Honestly, it's true that it's not easy. Because, everybody's different. Everybody's thought process is different, and you can actually see things, I guess, in 2 different ways, So it's either you're like, F them, and I don't care about what they want. I don't play, I don't do this. So you know what? I'm just out of here, and if they don't believe in me, you know what? I'm not gonna give my 100%. I'm not gonna show up for training. Or it's either like I'm here. I want to show them that I'm who I think I am, and I want to show them that they're wrong, or they're wrong to hesitate about renewing my contract to take my option. So again, there's different guys in the team, and there's different approach to actually see the problem. And I'm trying to be the guy, who just shows up every day and to give my 100% and see the outcome at the end of the year. And I can understand, the guys who've been in the game for a long time, and sometimes, they might be a bit tired mentally, because again, it's not easy to go through what we're going through. A lot of uncertainties for a lot of different guys. Like you said, there's 17 players in our team that are out of contract or option. A lot of guys from the staff, I guess, their positions is not guaranteed for next season. We're still looking for a CSO as well, so there's a lot of things that I think we gotta organize within the club. And yeah, but again, you see, this is outside my control. It's outside the players' control. So again, I'm just trying to come here and just enjoy, play, and do what I can to contribute to the team. Yeah.
All right, let's go a little more back on the positive side for a second.
Yeah.
Actually, you're very positive about what you're doing, so I'm not meaning to say it that way.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
This episode is brought to you by ESPN. Catch the first WWE Premium Live event on ESPN, WrestlePalooza, live on Saturday, September 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be an epic night in Indianapolis, featuring some of the biggest WWE superstars. This event is only on ESPN, so go to stream.espn.com and sign up to the ESPN app today for your all-access pass to WrestlePalooza and all WWE Premium Live events.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
With the national team, what would it mean for you to make that World Cup squad next year?
I think it will mean everything. It will mean everything. This is the goal. Sometimes, I talk about it with people, and I'm like, yeah, I do it. Honestly, I can retire. Like, not saying that I want to retire, but I'm like, I would have achieved, I guess, most of the goals that I wanted to achieve in my career. Yeah. One of them was playing against like some big names, and we had the opportunity to playing against Messi. So I was like, this is actually insane to have this opportunity and to play the World Cup. I think this is the biggest competition that a soccer player can actually dream of, So it means everything. And to be called up for this huge competition, which is such it will be such an honor. I will be so proud, and I know my friends and my family will be so proud of me as well. So, again, I don't even have words to describe the feeling that I could actually have, like, if I ever get the call up. But we're just gonna work hard and hopefully do everything I can to be able to make the 26. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm rooting for you to get that call up, man. That would mean a lot. Just to know another guy who's been in the World Cup and all that, and just how how proud you would be to be representing your country, and I would even have to root for Canada a little bit.
No choice, yeah.
What does Zoe do when he's not soccer? When he's not playing? When he's not training? What do you do?
I would say I'm a chill guy. Like right now it's summer, the weather's pretty good, so I like to go to the pool a little bit, swim a little bit. That's what I like to do during the afternoons, and I get home, I chill a little bit. I like to go walk sometimes, nighttime. I live by the river market, close to the river. Sometimes, I just like to go walk and think a lot, think about life in general, think about soccer, and I like doing that. I think it helps me to recenter myself sometimes, to not to meditate, but just to be able to get my mind off things a little bit. And this is what I would say I like to do. I like to go out with my friends as well, just to a nice restaurant, eat, being around my friends, with my family as well, good food, good energy, laughs. And that's the type of things that I guess I like doing when I'm not in soccer, yeah.
Yeah, you talked about, just let your mind think and not necessarily meditate, but something along that line. You just always seem like a very deep thinker, quite honestly, when I've talked to you. It's like you don't just give pat answers, you give like paragraphs, things like that. So I always appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thank you.
When you do go out for dinner, what's your favorite dinner?
Favorite dinner, huh? Favorite dinner, honestly.
And when you can eat, whether or not it affects you in soccer.
I'm a good eater. I'm really open to everything, to be honest with you. So it really depends on my mood. But when I'm here, I like to go. There's a Nigerian restaurant I used to go to with Willie Agata.
Yeah.
I like to go there. I like Jamaican food as well. I like Thai food. There's a nice Thai restaurant next to my house that I like to go to. I like this Italian spot, Farina, that I like to go to as well. I think they have really good food. So it really depends on my mood. But I'm a foodie. So I can go anywhere, and I know I will find something that I like.
Well, what Jamaican restaurant do you like?
What's it called again? I think One VP Restaurant, something like this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that one, but I will have to look it up.
Yeah,
I love Jamaican food, man.
Yeah, I like Reggae Kitchen as well.
Yeah.
This one is good too. When I was in Miami during preseason, actually, those over there, they're fire. There's a big Jamaican community over there, so I brought all the guys over there. They were happy.
My best friend for a lot of years before he passed away was Jamaican, and so his mom would come up and make jerk chicken and curry goat and
I know the food must have been fire for sure. Oxtail. Yeah, this is good food.
Yeah, I would have never dreamed about eating that when I was growing up, but man, I learned. All right, so just a goofy fun question for the end here. A lot of people will ask, for you to build a 3v3 team, if you guys take your teammates. I'm going to reverse that a little bit. What 3v3 team that you could make out of Sporting would you hate to play against?
A 3v3 team that I would not like to play against. Let me think. I would not like to play against. Probably. Let me put Logan. I'll put Logan because he's competitive, and I know he would not give up. So, for example, I don't know, you're going to dribble him. He's not going to actually stop. So I will put Logan. I'll put Jake Davis as well, because he's a bit like that and he can get really frustrated too. And I would say Kyrie Shelton as well, because he's really athletic. He's strong. He's a strong guy. So this three, I think they could actually be really dangerous. And I know it will be a tough game playing against those guys. Yeah, either way, I know my team will win. But I know it will not be easy.
Is that the guys you would take on your team, or would you take a big goal scorer like Dayon?
Yeah, I think I could take a guy like I would take Dayon, because I need a good goal scorer. Dayon or Mason.
Yeah,
one or the two, and I could take Logan or Jake too, because I think they have good mentality, and I think they got good feet as well, So I think they can be in my team, yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate the time. It's been I do really appreciate the thoughts that you give and your answers. So I'm going to let you go with just one more thing. Is what do you tell the fans right now?
I just want to say Thank you guys. Thank you guys for welcoming me here to this amazing club. Every time that I show up to the stadium, I feel your energy, and I feel like you guys really made me feel like I'm home, and I just want to be here for you guys and play for the badge, and I promise that I will give everything while I'm here.
Can you say KC Soccer Journal in French?
Journal de Soccer de KC.
And we're out.
There you go.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.